Hi, soul travelers, welcome back. It's Medusa, and this is episode 3 of A Little Nugget of Peace. And I wanted to start this episode with a question. Where are we going? And how do we know when we get there? We are all on this fantastical journey of life, and many of us have dreams and desires and goals to get to a certain destination, or at least a certain idea of a destination. But how do we know once we've gotten there? We've all heard the phrase, life is a journey. And it's just that. It is a journey of a winding road, a path that looks so unique to each traveler. And what is the final destination? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Who's there with us, supporting and celebrating us? I believe in order to answer the first half of the question, where are we going, is to understand what our purpose is. What is our dharma in this lifetime? How are we choosing to embody it, practice it, lead through it every single day? That path, the journey that we're on, it's a winding road. So that dharma may shift and mold and transform into other things. But it still has its core, the compass that allows us to know the direction in which we're heading. I believe everything in life is through divine timing. There are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is a choice. And that is what unfolds our path. And to the second half of the question, how do we know when we get there? I think we are already there. It starts in the present moment. And with our presence, we're able to be in this moment, and then the next, and then the next. And that is what leads to the future. For myself, in the past, I've definitely fallen into the habit of thinking too much of the past and not enough of the future. I am someone who really enjoys the present and loves to immerse myself in the present. But it is good to have goals and desires and dreams. So again, so that we do have that compass direction of where we're wanting to go, so that we don't just stay in stagnancy. If we're wanting to get to point B, it starts with point A. If we're wanting to get to point B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way over there, it starts here. It starts with the habits, the practices, the mindsets, the wellness that we are choosing to cultivate in this present moment that aligns with the future self, that aligns with our highest space of being. In order to create something new, something old has to die. That is how we alchemize life. And in the last episode, we talked about the seasons, and I talked about how I see each month and each season as a new chapter, as a new way of opportunity to grow and to learn more about myself and what I'm here to do. So as we are the authors of this book of life that we are each individually living, what are we choosing to write down? How are we choosing to progress each chapter? How is our own story keeping our attention. We don't want to read a book that's monotonous and boring and they're doing the same thing every single chapter. We want those exciting moments. We want to see the protagonist fall and get back up. And that's us. We are the book of life itself. But we're also the author, the illustrator, the spine itself that holds the pages together. So, asking ourselves, where are we going? And how do we know when we've got there? And being honest with ourselves. We are here to live life to its fullest, to take up space, and to enjoy the journey, to have a fun life, to play in all things that we do. Do what you love. Be creative. There's no reason to strive for perfection because you are already perfect. What's one actionable step that you can take today that will lead you into tomorrow, that will guide you into embodying the best version of yourself? Leave a comment below of what you feel that step is for yourself, and maybe that will inspire another person. We're going to end our episode with a message from our animal guides. And today we have the humpback whale. The humpback whale message. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Enjoy the music of life. Thank you so much for witnessing. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's also going to be links below if you would like to follow me on my other platforms, or if you'd like to visit my website and browse my herbal blends as well as my conscious clothing line. And I will see you in next week's episode.